Welcome everyone to another episode of everybody's favorite Red Mage, episode number 91. I'm Nothing Way, aka Spencer, and this is a 5-minute breakdown of a Red Magic the Gathering card, the properties, missed opportunities, and honestly what I think. You can find me on twitch.tv/NothingWay for a $0 free experience on MTG Arena. I'll show you how to get it done. Today is the card from the set, Phyrexia, All is One. Lukka, Bound to Ruin. It's 5 mana, 2 red, green, and a red grid hybrid completed. For 5 loyalty counters, you have a legendary planeswalker, Lukka. Okay, it does have a completed cost. For +1, a completed meaning if you pay it, it comes into play with less counters, with 2 less counters. Alright, for +1, add a red and a green, spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. -1, create a 3/3 green Phyrexian Beast creature token with Toxic 1. And -4, Lukka deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers, where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activated this ability. So I'm going into planeswalkers, and I'm finally going into dual color cards, starting with Phyrexia as one, and I chose that with the completed set, the completed cards, because all of them are completed now, right? So I thought that this was the best time to jump into the multicolor cards. So planeswalkers have always been kind of the most frustrating cards in Magic because they're still relatively new. And they're still creating a mess in the game. On top of which, the planeswalkers now can come into play cheaper. Okay? Now, for +1 adding 2 mana, that's cool. That is cool because for 4 mana, right, or 3 mana, pay 2 life. 4 mana, pay 2 life. You get to pay for this the creature pays for itself. Or not the creature, the planeswalker pays for itself. Right? So it gives you that same ability from Burning Tree Emissary, where you cast a creature and then you get 2 mana. Here you cast Lukka, you pay 1, you add 1, and you get to cast something immediately from your hand. All right, that could be cool. You could spend it on a rampant growth, try to ramp up, or you could play it on another creature. Oh no, it has to be creature spells. Okay, that's fine. So you could play another creature. That's cool. Right? -1, you could make a beast. Now, if this comes into play with 3 counters, you know for sure you can at least tick down and get yourself 3 Toxic 1/3/3 beasts. It's pretty solid. Right? Now, remember, Toxic is the same pattern as Poison, but instead of calling it Poison for 1, you get to have Poison is for the entire. That's Infect. I'm sorry. Toxic for 1 gives you poison counters. You get 10 poison counters, you lose the game. Here, the beast attacks for 3, it defends for 3, and if it hits an opponent, the opponent takes 3 damage and a poison counter or an infect counter. Now, the ultimate here, the minus, doesn't give you a token, but it does damage, right? Finally, a red card doing damage feels good. Right, deals X damage divided as you choose among creatures and their planeswalkers, where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activated this ability. So if you have a 7/7 and you -4, you get to divide 7 damage. Now this would be a really, really nice card, just in general, especially in a green deck, when you can have some pretty big 5/5 creatures for cheap, right? There's some big creatures you can get out. Turn 3, Turn 2, you can get a 4/4. Turn 3, you can get some 5/5s. Other than that, it gets pretty wild. So Lukka here, especially if you splash in a red mana or have simple red, you can easily dish out, destroy creatures, cast this, protect him. This is a really spicy planeswalker. I like this. This is really good in a toxic deck. I wouldn't probably use this in an aggro deck. It's counterintuitive. Especially in my red aggro kind of contact. But in a red-green deck, it might be 1 mana too slow. I don't know. What do you guys think? Right? Is it too slow? Making creatures, right? Making 3/3 beasts is pretty awesome. I could mess with that. Thank you for your time. Tell me what you think. Is there something here you see that I don't see? All right, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know with a comment down below. All right, check me out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or twitch.tv/NothingWay. And last, you decide the next card. Episode 91 in the books. Peace.